Motherfucks. So I'm so very fucking frustrated because I'm trying to move out of my fucking mother-in-law's house because she's with her retarded ass boyfriend and they're literally acting stupid. Like, it's funny because I literally don't care, like, what anybody does. I really don't, but she talked so much shit about him and promised, like, like, to herself, like, I don't give a fuck if she, like, is with like 10 dudes. I don't care if she's with nobody. I really don't give a fuck about her in a general sense, so I don't understand why she has to be weird and ignore me and shit. Like, I live there, unfortunately. I'm trying to leave. All I said was, like, don't have that fucker, like, bang on my door asking where the remotes are because I don't fucking know. And the fact that, like, this little motherfucker literally puts the downstairs remotes in his pockets while he is taking a nap upstairs because he doesn't want anyone to touch the TV. He's fucking crazy. And there's just so much other shit, like, she says he has, like, a small dick. He hasn't had a job in, like, over a year. He's a big, fat, like, stereotypical fucking dude that, like, watches sports and talks shit and watches porn, doesn't talk to her, makes her sleep downstairs on the couch last night when it's her fucking house, and just, like, all this shit, and she still stays with him for, like, some weird reason. Like, it's probably because, like, he doesn't want her. Like, he literally says how he doesn't want to come back, but she threatens to kill herself, and that's the only reason he ever comes back. So, like, why would you want to be with someone that fucking says that shit in the fucking first place? That's all I've said, Like, and I've agreed with her when she's talked shit. So, like, I don't care. When he got back, I tried to be nice, but all he did was start talking shit about my wife. And, like, yeah, my wife's a fucking crazy bitch, but she's my crazy bitch, and I'm not talking shit about you. And all your fucked up relationship stuff, so butt the fuck out. Like, I was trying to be fucking nice, and she's ignored me for, like, the past, like, 3 days, and it's just like, dude, I don't give a fuck what you do with your life. Don't be fucking weird, because normally she, like, asks what I'm doing, asks this or that, asks if I can go get food, asks how Sierra's doing, asks this. But right now, all she's, like, acting like she gives a shit about is, like, sports and food and, like, shit he's interested in. It's so fucking pathetic. Like, if you guys knew the situation, you would fucking agree with me way more. But it's just bad. Like, he'll go months at a time not talking to her, like, literally for, like, the past year and a half. He hasn't even been in her life 3 months total in that past year and a half. Like, he always ghosts her and doesn't talk to her. All I've ever said is, like, you could do better, blah, blah, blah. So she ignores me, talks shit to me, talks shit about my wife, I don't want to fucking be there. And I finally convinced my mom to let me have the chihuahuas, and fucking Abby possibly. If not, Abby could stay with, Sierra at Brittany's house. Because she's staying with her sister there anyway, and they just have a corgi, so it's not that big of a deal. Abby's fine. Abby thinks she's a chihuahua. It's not that big of a problem. Finn likes her. The only problem is Moose. I was like, well, what about your sister Laura's? Or what about, your grandparent, your grandma's house, where you're staying basically anyway to take care of the grandma, and your dad's not even going to be there. Like, why can't we lock him in the backyard? I can bring down the kennel in the backyard and put it out there. She's like, it's just not that easy. You think everything's that easy. I was like, no, nothing's been easy, but you haven't done one fucking hard thing during this entire time. Like, I've had to convince my mom to let me come down there, and she already agreed to 3 dogs. She's just scared of German Shepherds, apparently, and just thinks it'll be a liability, and the park doesn't allow them, and so there's valid reasons why, and I understand it's a lot. Like, she doesn't understand that he's, like, really nice and chill and cuddly and all that shit, and, like, a good protector, but, like, if I had him at her dad's house, like, already settled somewhere, if I brought him over, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because she wouldn't have the commitment. At least that's how I feel she would, feel. So, like, why can't she just at least let me try to do that so I can literally just pack up my shit and get the fuck out of here because I don't want to be here anymore, and I'm about to just leave with the dogs and just go to my mom's. It's just, like, she won't let me bring Moose. So it's so frustrating because he has to have medicine every 8 hours. And it's just, like, it's very fucking hard, and we could never get rid of him, that'd be fucked up, and it's just, like, I just don't know what to fucking do anymore. It's very, very hard. I really don't have any good answers for this right now.